Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is HowFast. Today is the day after Halloween, so I hope you guys all had a safe Halloween. You went out, got some candy for yourself or your kids or whoever you went trick-or-treating for. And I also wanted to take a moment today to thank all of the people who are subscribers to the channel, anyone who's given us views or comments. Guys, I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys who are taking the time out of your day to follow along with this this journey, this build. So what we're going to do today is there's a couple things. Number one, we got to take a measurement around the tailstock of the transmission to figure out where we want to put that last drive shaft tube. Number two, a couple weeks ago we spoke about the space that was left underneath the oil pan. It's gone. There was like 1.5 inches there. The springs have settled out. This thing is virtually on the ground. So that LS2 pan is looking more and more promising. So I'm going to work on finding out if I can notch out this K-member a bit to allow clearance for that LS2 pan. So when that's all said and done, we're going to pull the engine out, we're going to pull the transmission out together. I'm going to disconnect the transmission. We're going to get the transmission ready to go off to be built. And we can work on notching out those spots and putting in that new cross member. So a little bit of work to get done today, guys. So I'm going to get down to it right now. Okay guys, I did a bunch of measuring down there. I'm sorry I didn't take you down there with me, but I'll tell you, it was tight, it was dark, there wasn't much for you to see. I can tell you that by looking at the dimensions that I looked at down here, from what I can tell, I can probably get away with running like an oil cooler block off plate right here. That would eliminate these two studs. This dimension here will fit between the block and the K-member here. So the only thing that is going to have to get notched is a little bit more of this lower section, and that would be for the oil filter, and it should fit in there. So all that to be said, time to drop the car back down on all fours, get the engine and transmission out of there, and we'll notch that piece. There's a bunch of stuff we're going to do. Let's get to that right now. Oh, also I've decided I'm going to run the last cross member here with the drive shaft tube, probably right in line with this one here. So I'm going to put it right there. Alright, now that we have the new cross member cut, we're going to harvest the hoop off of the old one. And then we're going to find some new hardware for it. We're going to drill some holes, we're going to tack the nuts onto the holes, and then we can thread the new hardware in and put this thing where it's going to sit permanently. Okay, so I've set this up so that it is about 1/2 inch left of center, which is right about where our engine is in relation to the engine bay and the engine cross K member. So this, the drive shaft is going to be on about a 2 to 3 degree pitch to the left to line up with the yoke on the rear end. So I'm going to put this thing just a little bit to the left, make sure the drive shaft should be heading right through the center of this.
That's gonna be fun to weld.
I learned my lesson last time. I got the, I'm gonna paint this thing before I put it into the car.
This is what I pictured. This is how I envision this. There she is.
There it is. That is tacked in nice and tight. That we will have to get final welded as well with that transmission mount. It's got the pan. We're going to pull the pan off of this. And there's the LS2 pan, so I'm going to throw that on this, and then I'm going to plop the engine back in here and see exactly how much I need to cut out of that last little bit of this member here to make it so that we can clearance the oil filter, which is now be on the front. Transmission's out. Got a message into Randy about a prescription for this so that we can figure out exactly what this needs. Trans brake, clutches, whatever it needs to be able to handle the power we're going to throw at it. I'm going to need to talk to him about that. So I'm going to keep working on that, guys. I'm going to keep you up to date. Follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, or if you want to get in touch with me, you can get me at howfast10@gmail.com. Until then, I'll catch up with you guys next time. Find out how fast we can make this car go.